What marks the beginning of change? For the RTH, the You Matter show team, the beginning of change is marked with raising of a voice. So if you out there have that voice in you, then this platform is your platform. If you out there have that fight in you to bring about a positive change, then this platform is your platform. Till today, you've had the right to freedom of speech. Today, we give you the right to be heard through this medium. Exercise that right. We must tell our viewers at this point of time that we are indebted. We are honored and humbled by the response that this show is getting. Of all the letters that you've been writing to us, we've chosen these three stories, distinct stories, to feature in the RTH 16th episode of the You Matter show.
Looking ahead.
Our first story takes us to Ahmedabad, where we highlight the fight of Gagan Sethi, a human rights activist based in Ahmedabad. He is fighting injustice and atrocities by embedding the concept of rule of law. His organization, Jan Vikas and Center for Social Justice, works towards providing access to justice for the poor. Our second story takes you to the Delhi University. With just days left for Delhi University admission process to begin, we highlight the fight of three DU lecturers, Vikas Gupta, Hani Babu and Nandita Narayan. All three of them want to highlight the latest change in curriculum. From 3 years, DU will now be a 4-year course. These lecturers believe that spells problems. Our final story takes us to Kerala, where we highlight the crusade of Dr. G. Padma Kumar, an environmentalist who is trying to save Kerala backwaters from pollution. For our first story, we take you to Ahmedabad, Gujarat. During the 2002 Gujarat riots, there were many organizations which had come up, which were working towards the marginalized, the displaced during the riots. But some of them did such credible work that they came about to being a name to reckon with. One of them was Gagan Sethi's organization. Gagan Sethi was a human rights activist, and through his organization of Jan Vikas and Center for Social Justice, he worked towards those displaced in the 2002 Gujarat riots. Today, he continues his endeavor. Today, this platform belongs to Gagan Sethi and his organization.
Let's look ahead in the future and let's see how we think. Yes, I
am Gagan Sethi, and I'm the founder of Jan Vikas and Center for Social Justice. Jan Vikas and Center for Social Justice believes really how we can embed the concept and the understanding of rule of law in Indian society. I realized that we need to set up an access to justice model where in every village there is a paralegal who can support various kinds of rule of law issues and atrocity issues and injustice issues, and therefore we set up Center for Social Justice as a chain of district law centers across the state. Post 2002, I think Bilkis Banu became a landmark case. It became a landmark because of many factors. One, that it was a case which was shifted out of Gujarat. A special judge was given to it. Special prosecutor of her liking was given, and the investigation was done by CBI. I think this was the situation, and this was the fastest trial. And I realized that it takes so much energies of years of work just to get one conviction, especially backed by NGOs.
Where do you get your living sources from?
I'm proud to say that it is because we have been able to instill that sense of social justice among our paralegals and lawyers, that they fight at least 5 to 6,000 cases per year, um, and basically providing what otherwise the state should be able to provide, is access to justice to the poor. The idea of this museum or a participatory space is people can come and talk of their conflicts. People can be part of the museum. They can understand rule of law. They can understand democracy. They can rise above their religious and caste identities. Hope that young people will come, take the concept and build their own conflictoriums in their own towns and villages where we can help them. We feel that a participatory museum like the conflictorium is a place where everybody has a right to be heard. Right to be heard, right to say what they want to say and be part of history.
We were honored to provide this platform to Gagan Sethi. Like Gagan, you too can be the catalyst of change, can be the catalyst to bring about a larger good. Use this platform, write to us. On that note, we're going to move into our second story in this episode. We're going to take you across to Delhi University. Do we know, starting this session, Delhi University is going to be a 4-year course and not just a 3-year course. Is the course structured enough? Has the course been well thought of? Well, there are certain people who are very much part of the system feel not. 3 lecturers wrote to us, namely Vikas Gupta, Hani Babu, Nandita Narayan. All 3 lecturers who've been a part of DU for years now feel that this course will not be good for students where the prestigious Delhi University is concerned. We get you their point of view.
I'm fighting against the implementation of the 4-year undergraduate program in Delhi University.
One shoe size does not fit all.
I find it very problematic, both procedurally and epidemiologically.
This will hit hard students who come from far-flung places.
It's completely destroying the quality of the education that we have been able to impart.
Myself is Vikas Gupta.
My name is Nandita Narayan.
My name is Hani Babu.
I am a teacher from Delhi University.
I teach in the Department of History as assistant professor.
I teach in the English department. I'm an associate professor.
The structure of the 4-year undergraduate program was never discussed at any statutory body before it was approved by the Academic Council.
The BA program and the BSc program are integrated courses where you give equal weightage to 3 or 4 subjects. Whereas in the honor system, you have overwhelming weightage to 1 subject, and along with that you have concurrent subjects and interdisciplinary courses, and there's a lot of choice which is offered in the current system. What the Vice Chancellor wants to do is to remove all those different kinds of courses which cater to different kinds of needs of different kinds of students, and have one hybrid course in which every student would have to study at least 14 courses of papers of just one course, and in 3 years, and only 4 of another, even if he just wants to do an ordinary BA, which means everyone is being forced to do a kind of honors program, which does not work.
Education is going to be more expensive by adding 1 year, and this will hit hard students who come from far-flung places, who have to spend maybe a lakh or 1.5 lakhs for that extra year. Students from the weaker sections, SCs, STs, OBCs, women, persons with disabilities. So this way, higher education will become more exclusive.
Some of them will be pushed out after 2 years and handed a diploma and told to just go, and that they will not be at all employable. And we feel the most vulnerable sections, the Hindi medium, the physically challenged, the reserve categories and others will be pushed out after 2 years. So this is an extremely elitist concept.
These do not address the special needs, interests or abilities of the students. I mean, this assumes that students come in without knowing anything. For instance, there is a course in information technology where you teach from like the basics.
They have introduced 11 foundation courses. These foundation courses also include 2 compulsory courses on maths and sciences. There are visually challenged students in the university, and there are no provisions for teaching these students these disciplines like science and math because we do not have accessible labs till date. So in this scenario, I think it really requires intervention by the higher authorities because UGC and MHRD should take cognizance of this problem.
We have formed a joint action front for democratic education, where the basic demand is that the 4-year model is not the suitable model for Delhi University and that this has to be rethought.
We have approached everybody from top to bottom, from the President of India to the Prime Minister, to the Minister for Education, to MPs from across the political spectrum, to the chairperson of the UGC, but we don't seem to be getting any response. That is why we suspect that the central government itself is behind these policies and are pushing us towards privatization and aligning ourselves with American universities so they can move in here and make a profit out of higher education and kill the public funded higher education system in India, which will be extremely unfair, both for access as well as quality of education for our young generation of students. And I have a right to be heard.
I have a right to be heard.
Well, these 3 lecturers do believe that the new curriculum introduced in Delhi University is not good for the students, will not benefit the students. Sudden change has been introduced in haste and structure does not align to what the students need. If you too believe in the same, then do pledge your concern, do pledge your support to their cause. You can write into the credentials, the contacts that we've given to you. In the fast-paced life that is today, it's very easy to forget what keeps it all together, the delicate ecological balance. So that is why it's all the more important when people like Dr. Padma Kumar fight for the environment. How many of us have visited Kerala? How many of us have marveled at the backwaters, the beauty of the backwaters that is? But who keeps it clean? People like Dr. G. Padma Kumar. His crusade to clean the Kerala backwaters, so you, so I, could go down there and enjoy the beauty. Today, we are proud to give this platform to the doctor.
The lake has been shrinking enormously during the past 1 century. The volume of the lake has also been reducing. The expanse has shrunken by about 30%. The depth has also gone down by about 65%. I am Dr. K.G. Padma Kumar, Professor, Kerala Agriculture University. As a citizen scientist, I have been greatly concerned with the state of affairs of the Vembanad ecological system. The condition of the wetland have been deteriorating day by day. The fisher people, they have been maximum affected. Their livelihood has been affected. The ecological situation has worsened. The pollution load has increased. Very serious problem confronting the lake is pollution. Pollution from agricultural waste coming from the large agricultural tract, around 1 lakh hectare of rice cultivated in these areas. And also the enormous quantity of waste coming from the pilgrim centers. The sewage and other waste coming from the urban centers around the lake has also been coming in the lake. More seriously, however, and more recently, is the problem of pollution from the tourism industry. Tourism has been flourishing on the shores of these idyllic backwaters for the last 10-15 years. Now the houseboat tourism is flourishing in the backward system. Over 1,500 houseboats operate here. The sewage emanating from the houseboats and the sewage coming from the urban cities make the water eutrophied. This has affected the livelihood of the poorest of the poor. There is an urgent need to have regulatory provisions in the management of the ecological system. There should be discipline brought to this segment, agriculture. The chemical agriculture should give way for organic agriculture or integrated agriculture. There should be effort for restoration of the biodiversity endowments of the Vembanad lake system. On the tourism segment, there should be limit to the number of houseboats based on the carrying capacity of the Vembanad ecological system. And also, there should be regulatory measures for waste management. Tourism should be made responsible so that the industry will be able to sustain for a long time. It's providing a very important lot of employment opportunities. Over 1 lakh people are employed in the tourism in this region. What is most essential is to have a Vembanad Lake Authority which will coordinate all the activities, myriad of diverse activities, agriculture, fisheries, and also tourism, and also irrigation, and all other functions which are vital to the sustenance of this wetland system.
So the next time you visit Kerala, maybe it's time to say a silent thank you for the likes of Dr. Padma Kumar who helped keep the backwaters clean. So you, I, others across the country can go and enjoy the beauty that the backwaters is. With that, we've reached the end of this edition of the RTH You Matter show. It is a show whose benchmark, the success, the failure, the content is defined by only one person, and that's you sitting out there. For you, it is a platform to speak up, to highlight your crusades, your fights, so keep writing it. You can write into us at www.rightobeheard.in. Our email ID is righttobeheard@ajtak.com. Well, in case you just want to leave a comment, or just tip us off about a story or something that you out there might want to see, you can do that. We're active on Twitter and our handle is RightToBeHeard. In case you've missed one of our past episodes, you want to go back, revisit some of our stories, well, you can do so at youtube.com/RightToBeHeard. Pick up the phone, call us, tell us about your stories, and we'll make sure that we get back to you. Our caller lines are open for you to register your complaints, tell us about your stories. All BSNL users can get in touch with us at 12555524. All other operators, pick up the phone, leave your messages. Our number is 505-242422. So pick up the phone, call us, or write to us. And of course, you can mail us anytime that you'd want to. And we are eager to hear from you, and I promise our team will call you as soon as we get your message. It gives us a lot of heart to the RTH, the You Matter team, to us, when we hear from you, when we get feedback from you. We love it when we pick up letters where you've picked up on some of the stories that we've shown in the past. You want to pledge support to some individual. You want to ask us once again for the contact. We're eager to do that. We're eager to hear from you. Let's tell you one such story that we'd like to pick out because you, the viewer, is talking about it. On Twitter, on my Twitter handle, we've got a lot of feedback. We'd shown you a story about Abhinav Srihan, who works for abandoned animals in the national capital. We were flooded with emails and, of course, comments coming in. Chandan K. Gupta says, we must stand up for animal habitat. So, lots of reactions coming in. For the benefit of our viewers who didn't catch that story, we'd like to play that story once again.
तीन तरह से काम करते हैं. कोई जानवर जो मुसीबत में है उसको बचाने, उसको पर्टिकुलर जगह जाके उसको बचाने से लेकर कहीं कम्युनिटीज में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. फॉर एग्जांपल हम नांदेड़ गए थे, वहाँ डोंकीज को 3rd डिग्री बर्न डे जलाया जाता था, तो उनको समझाया. वी प्लेड अ रोल ऑफ अ कैटलिस्ट. तीसरा और जो महत्वपूर्ण हमारा वो है वाइल्ड लाइफ के लिए. वाइल्ड लाइफ ट्रेड बहुत बड़े लेवल पे चल रहा है और बहुत इग्नोर किया जा रहा है उसको हमारे देश में. वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट 1972 के तहत कोई भी भारतीय वन्य जीव ना आप खरीद सकते हैं, ना बेच सकते हैं, ना रख सकते हैं. पर खुले बाजार हैं पूरे देश में जहाँ इनको बेचा जा रहा है, रखा जा रहा है, खरीदा जा रहा है. ना हमारे पास एम्बुलेंसेज हैं, ना हमारे पास बड़े शेल्टर्स हैं, ना हमारे पास स्टाफ है. उसके बावजूद हमने ये रेस्क्यूज, इन्वेस्टिगेशन सब खुद करी है. दिल्ली में बैठकर हमने लखनऊ, कानपुर, पंजाब, राजस्थान कई जगह रेस्क्यूज कोऑर्डिनेट कराए हैं, सिर्फ अपने फेसबुक, अपने पेजेस के थ्रू और बाकी जो कॉन्टैक्ट्स के थ्रू. और ये सारा जितना भी एविडेंस है हमने सिर्फ फेसबुक पे ही नहीं, मिनिस्ट्रीज में, एनिमल वेलफेयर बोर्ड में, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट एंड फॉरेस्ट में कई जगह हमने शेयर किया है, पर कहीं से कोई रिस्पांस नहीं आया. ये एक बहुत ही दुख की बात है.
We'd like to take this opportunity to tell our viewers that Abhinav Srihan is doing very well with his organization. He continues to help abandoned animals in the national capital. A lot of feedback coming his way and, of course, a lot of support. We thank you for that. With that, we've come to the end of the You Matter show. But we want to leave you with a little update. One of our viewers sent us a poster. He wants to educate viewers through the medium of this show. His organization is Arivu India Foundation Trust, where the endeavor of this organization is to educate citizens of the country to participate in active citizenship, not to defecate in public, not to urinate in public, and yes, not to spit in public. With that message, we've reached the end of this episode. Do keep writing in. We're eager to hear from you. Goodbye.